Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about AMD stock. Now, last week we absolutely nailed our call out on this stock. Like I said in my last video, I showed you guys this clear head and shoulders pattern building on AMD stock since a very long time ago, and now we're seeing the fruits of our analysis as the stock absolutely sold off from around 82 to 75. And like I said in that video, I was seeing 75 as a very clear resistance point, a support point where the stock was at least going to pivot for a few days. And now we're really wondering whether or not this stock can head back to the upside or if we're going to see some continued selling in the days to come here. Now, one of the biggest things happening right now is the presidential election. I like to keep it very apolitical on this channel, but even though we've had a run up today, think about how much uncertainty could still come out of this election if there is any problem with mail-in voting or same-day voting, anything specific happens, if it has to go to a Supreme Court decision, this could really cause some uncertainty in the market. So even though I appreciate that today was a very green day and we ripped to the upside, you also have to realize that we are still in a selling context. And until this stock makes a higher high above the last level that we were watching around 78, it's not going to be back into an uptrend, even though we have seen 1 or 2 good days of buying on AMD stock. So that's why I'd say if you're looking to make a long-term position on this company, yeah, $75 is a great price to buy in. But if you are a shorter term investor like I am, and you're looking to trade some great fluctuations, I'd say wait till this stock shows you its hand. Wait till it shows you exactly what it's going to be doing over the next few days. We just came out of a huge period of long-term weakness on AMD stock. So the last thing I could recommend right now is to get into a buy position even for next week, even unless you're looking for a month or further out of time. I don't think that this stock will be one of the biggest gainers in the next few days because of the fact that it's had so much weakness. Now, one of the main things that I do look at with a stock like AMD, especially on the lower time frames, is whether or not they are above the 50 EMA. And like I said in my previous videos, the 50 EMA, the 50 exponential moving average, is just a great indication of whether or not a stock is in an upwards or downwards direction. Now, a lot of people like to trade with RSI, MACD, etc. But for me, my most trusted indicator is the 50 EMA to show me whether or not I should get into a buy position or sell position on any stock. And you can see that AMD has been fighting the 50 EMA all the way down to their price lows at around $75 right now. So it's going to be very clear to see whether or not today or coming into tomorrow, they can continue rallying and break above the 50 EMA and show us some real good upwards direction, or if we're going to stay into this downwards direction where we are fighting with the 50 EMA and are not able to break above. So I feel like that's going to be the most important thing on whether or not I get into an upwards direction trade here with AMD stock over the next few days, and especially coming into this presidential election. I need to see a clear sign of whether a stock is going upwards or if we're going to see more volatility, more uncertainty in the market over the next few days. Now, I like to keep it very apolitical on the channel, but as you guys know, anything can happen with these elections. If we do see some kind of problem with the mail-in voting, with the in-person voting, if this has to go to a Supreme Court decision or it's contested, that's going to mean a lot more uncertainty for the markets. And even though I can appreciate that we went up today like 4% on the S&P 500, I still tell traders be very careful with these one-day runs because they could show a pullback. A lot of your favorite tech stocks like Apple are showing some signs that they might continue selling and are showing a lot more downwards pressure than upwards pressure right now. So that's why I think the market might have a little more room to sell off. However, like I said, I will be getting into a buy on this trade. I will be looking to the upwards direction. If two things, if the stock breaks above the 50 EMA today or tomorrow, and if the stock can make a new high above 78.50 or where we see this key level right here and this key level right here and here. So that's going to be my next moment when I do decide to buy into the stock. I need to see a little bit of running before I can be sure that this is a great position because of the fact that we have so much uncertainty on a daily basis and stocks are moving so volatilely on a daily basis. So it's very hard to know whether a stock is back in an upwards direction or if it's simply a one-day move. And that's what I really want to caution investors in this time with so much uncertainty, just be wary that there might be more uncertainty coming in the future, even though we have a lot now. So that's my biggest tip to you guys this week. Now, like I said, I really love this trade. There's a lot of movement on AMD, and with a lot of companies losing volume, it's hard to find these stocks that still trade up and down very heavily on a daily basis. And AMD is one of my favorite companies to trade. We hit it on the head perfectly on our last trade, a sell all the way to around $75. And if you were in on that trade, you're looking at hundreds of percents of profits on options trades if you did get in on that. So congratulations if you followed that signal. But if not, guys, if you want to stay updated on when we're going to get into a buy trade, when we're going to look to the upside, when the 50 MA breaks, and the other key levels I was talking about, then you can join the Discord, link down in the description. It's completely free to join for my daily plays and signals, what I'm buying or watching on a daily basis. So that's really good for new traders and anybody who's just interested in joining a trading community. So I'll see you guys there. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe the video if you enjoyed and want to stay up to date. And thank you so much for the support lately, guys. Thank you.